Let's share an experience through a story. Today I'm going to jog your memory of a story that maybe you have gone through. If you don't have this story, then you can use mine, but I feel like you probably have one of these stories. Remember that stories are a great way of telling the audience what you do for your clients and what makes you unique, but it makes it in a fun way that they want to hear. So let's think back to a closing where the day of closing or the day before closing, something popped up. You did a final walkthrough and there was something not done on the house. Or maybe you're a lender and you went to go do your final verbal verification of employment and it did not come back with what you expected. Somebody quit their job. Yeah, that happened on one of mine. So my story is, I had somebody, they were moving from Las Vegas to Kentucky and they had a new job lined up. And when we went to go do that final verbal, just to say, hey, just want to make sure everything is okay for this person to start their job, they came back and said, he quit. He decided he was not going to take the job. This was literally the day before closing. So I had to go in and call the borrower and be like, hey, what's up? He's like, oh, I didn't know you were going to find that out. Yeah, lenders have to do a final verbal just to make sure everything on the income is what is expected prior to close. So we probably are going to find out this little tip for all of you people watching. But here's the deal. He had decided not to take that job, but he had already had another job lined up. So when he was about to move across the country, someone else had offered him a similar job with a better salary. So we were able to scramble. We had to postpone closing like one day, just long enough to get the updated new job offer and the verification from them that he was definitely going to start within the time frame. And we were able to make that close. But the moral of that story is, one, buyers, if something changes, let your lender know so we can handle that and not have a delay in closing. But two, this is just some of the things that we do. There are hiccups caused by the buyer, caused by the sellers, caused by sometimes things that nobody can control. But our job is to go out there and settle and give peace of mind where we can get to the closing table, make sure everything is done. So in this lovely situation, we were able to get to the closing table. Just had a day or two delay as we scrambled to find the new employment that, thank goodness, was already set and ready to go. Now, I want you to think back to a story that you have from when you were in the throngs of closing and getting ready to close and something went wrong. Tell that story, explain how it worked out or didn't work out. Sometimes it doesn't have a good ending, but what you did to give peace of mind and how you worked through that situation. I want you to tell that and then say, now the moral of this story is this. However, I also just wanted to show what it's like in the life of a realtor or in the life of a lender when things pop up. So give that story, share what you've done, and share how you saved the day. All right, we'll see you next time.